A man who wants to achieve great things must learn to cut out the noise. Because the noise will pull a man away from his purpose. Sometimes it sounds like advice. Sometimes it looks like comparison. And if you let too much noise inside your mind, eventually you stop hearing your own purpose. You stop knowing what you want. You stop trusting what you feel called to build. You become so focused on everyone else that you lose connection with yourself. And slowly, without realizing it, your own voice becomes quiet. Your own direction becomes blurry. That is why a man pursuing his purpose must cut out the noise. This is not isolation, it is protection. Because a man cannot build the life he dreams about while his mind is full of distractions. Noise steals direction. It scatters the mind. It weakens the vision before the work has even begun. And a man who cannot protect his focus will keep living a life shaped by the external environment. To remove distraction and cut out the noise, you must go to that quiet place. A place where it is only you and your thoughts. You must learn how to become quiet enough to hear yourself again. Because otherwise, the world will just fill your head with noise and distraction. People will give their opinions when you didn't ask. They will judge. People will love you some days and misunderstand you on others. To avoid falling into this trap, you need self-awareness. You must understand yourself and your purpose. You must sit alone with your own thoughts long enough to develop an unshakable understanding of yourself. Because if you do not know yourself, the world will keep handing you identities. And if you accept them for long enough, you will start living inside a life that was never yours. This is what happens to many people. They do not fail because they have no potential. They fail because their attention belongs to noise. They spend more time watching other people build than building themselves. They spend more time wondering what people think than asking themselves what they must become. And then they wonder why life feels empty. But emptiness is often what happens when a man disconnects from his own mission, when he lets the outside world get louder than the voice inside him, telling him there is more. That voice matters. The voice that keeps whispering that your current life is not the whole story. The voice that keeps pulling you toward growth. Listen to it. This voice will guide you toward your purpose. But you will not hear it if your mind is always crowded. You will not hear it if every quiet moment is filled with a screen. So cut the noise. Cut what keeps making you doubt yourself. Cut what keeps pulling you back into the identity you are trying to outgrow. Because not every season is meant to be announced. Some seasons are meant to be built in. So put your head down and get focused. Use this season as a season of isolation. Use it to focus on the mission. And when distraction comes calling, ignore it. This season is a precious time to build yourself, away from the noise. Because sometimes being hidden is protection. It gives you space to grow without distraction. It gives you room to fail without performing. People may overlook you during this season, but do not let it make you overlook yourself. Just because people do not see the work yet does not mean the work is not real. A seed does not stop growing because no one is watching the dirt. And you cannot abandon yourself just because the world has not yet recognized the change you are undergoing. One day, people will get to witness what faith, consistency, and quiet work created. But until then, you have to keep showing up without needing proof from the outside. That is where character is built. In the moments when things do not go your way, when the progress is slow, when the work feels lonely. Who are you then? That is the real question. Nobody is coming to save you from a life that requires your participation. At some point, you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to stop waiting for someone to pull you into the life you keep saying you want. Your life requires your participation. Your future requires your attention. And if you keep giving the best of yourself to noise, distraction, and other people's opinions, there will be nothing left for the work that could actually change you. This is why you have to control your mind before your mind controls you. If you do not control it, it will drag you back to the past. It will keep you distracted. And that is how a dream dies before it ever has a chance to grow. Not because the dream was weak, but because the mind kept choking the fire before it could become strong. So stop investing your thoughts into failure. Stop feeding the part of your mind that only knows how to doubt. Focus on what you want. Focus on the next step. Focus on the work. And once you start walking the path becomes clear. Most people wait for clarity before they move. They want confidence. They want the whole path revealed before they take the first step. But life does not always work that way. Sometimes you have to move first, and the clarity follows. But people avoid taking the first step and distract themselves with noise while pretending to be productive. They overthink every decision. Paralysis by analysis keeps people trapped because they want certainty before movement. But certainty is often earned through movement. So take the first step. The step that says, I may not see the whole road, but I refuse to stay frozen in the same place. And this will help you make progress towards becoming the man who can carry the life he is asking for. Because before you can achieve the goal, you must become the kind of man who can carry that kind of weight. The kind of person who can stay focused when life gets loud. The kind of person who can choose purpose over comfort. That is why the vision matters. Hold a clear mental image of the person you want to become. How does he think? How does he move? How much noise does he tolerate? Then start moving towards that type of person. Because your life will not transform overnight. But day by day, you grow into the image you keep taking action towards. And you may feel fear. You may want to distract yourself. But use the fear instead of running from it. Use it as a guide. Sometimes it points directly at the place where your next version is waiting. The conversation you need to have. The goal you need to chase. The risk you need to take. Fear can become a compass if you stop treating it like a wall. It does not always mean stop. Sometimes it means move. Sometimes it means this is the edge where the old version of you ends and the new disciplined version begins. The version with focus. Standards. Direction. The one who cuts the noise, does the quiet work, and chooses hard things today because he respects the future version of himself enough to protect him. That is what self-love really is, not comfort. Self-love is doing hard things for your future. It is showing up for yourself when nobody else is pushing you. It is becoming someone you can respect. And what comes from that work is confidence, not from waiting, not from being praised. Confidence is built by doing the work, the quiet, boring work that no one sees. The work that slowly proves to yourself that you are becoming the kind of person who can hold the life he keeps dreaming about. You do not need to be gifted. You just need to stay committed long enough to improve. Because nobody is born a master. Talent is usually skill refined through time, effort, and repetition. Do not be discouraged by people ahead of you. They started as beginners too. They were bad before they became good, unknown before they became respected. And with consistency and effort, getting better becomes a matter of time. But you have to give the work time. You have to stop quitting before the process has a chance to repay you. Because most people quit right before they get what they wanted. They stop in the space between where they are and where they want to be. That space is where most people lose. But that space is also where you become different. So don't let the noise enter. Avoid it at all costs. At this stage, it may look like comparison or impatience. Ignore these distractions and stay focused. Stay in the space between where you were and where you want to be. Do the work. Grow. Because that is where separation happens. If you want a practical challenge, give 1 year of uninterrupted focus to your goals and see what happens. Not 1 year of talking, not 1 year of starting and stopping. 1 year of focused, consistent effort. 1 year of becoming obsessed with growth, better habits, and the version of yourself your purpose requires. Because at the end of this year, your life could become unrecognizable. Most people scatter themselves too much to ever discover what their real effort can build. They want change, but their attention is divided. They want purpose, but they keep feeding distraction. But there are no shortcuts to mastery. Great skill requires years of disciplined practice, and great lives require repeated choices. Great change requires the courage to become the exception. You cannot do what everyone else does and expect a different outcome. You cannot live by the noise and expect to hear your purpose clearly. So choose. Every day gives you a chance and a choice. And your choices determine your destination. You can keep letting the noise decide who you become. Or you can decide. You can keep living through the old identity. Or you can become new. Because if you reach for something great and fall, that pain is still lighter than the regret of never trying. The chances you do not take will haunt you more than the ones that did not work. So stop letting noise make you small. Do not mistake other people's insecurities for your ceiling. Do not mistake being misunderstood for being wrong. There is more in you. More focus. More discipline. So cut out the doubt, the distraction, the comparison, the need to be understood by people who are not building what you are building. This is the noise most people fall victim to. Cut out everything that keeps you from hearing the purpose inside you. Then do the work. Quietly. Consistently. Because potential is not just what you can achieve. It is who you can become. And if you focus only on results, you may never change. But if you focus on change, the results will begin to follow. So become disciplined. Become focused. Stay quiet. And become the kind of man who would rather be misunderstood for who he truly is than loved for who he is not. Because a man who cuts out the noise starts hearing something most people can't. His own direction. His purpose. And once he hears that clearly, it becomes much harder for the world to distract him.